Tlaib and Meadows clash over accusation of racist act politics. Just. Tlaib continued, and Meadows, a North Carolina Republican, had earlier invited Lynn Patton, a Trump administration official who is also a black woman, to the hearing and presented her as a refutation of Cohen's claim that Trump is a racist. Cohen, Trump. Following Tlaib's comment, Meadows immediately called for her words to be stricken from the record. Republic. Tlaib repeated her initial statement, reading from her notes, and clarified she was not calling Meadows himself a racist, just the act itself. As Meadows, growing visibly upset, objected to Tlaib's characterization. He said his family, Mr. and Patton is a longtime associate of the Trump family and is now a high-ranking political appointee to the Department of Housing and Urban Development. She worked as an she. Cummings thanked Meadows for his statements and said, if. Cummings added that Meadows, of I. Tlaib agreed with Cummings that was not her intention and said I.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.